High as hell when I'm in the clouds. That's that space shit. Elevated, I'm hella faded.
Hey air signs, this is going to be an elemental forecast for the upcoming week or so, but energy is and time are, fluid, so keep that in mind if it's not exactly within the time frame. Sorry, my daughter's in here. Shh. Hush. So she's trying her best to be quiet. Huh, Faye? Want to say hi?
Hi.
She's trying her best to be quiet, so she's doing a real good job. Like I was saying, take a deep breath. Focus on, all the piles, whichever pile kind of jumps out at you. Go ahead and pick that pile. If more than one jumps out at you, that's fine. Go ahead and watch that one too. If all of them jump out at you, watch all of them. Take what resonates and don't worry about what doesn't. Chances are it wasn't for you. Okay, you're reading for a lot of different people, so a lot of different messages are going to come out. A lot of different messages are going to come out. All right, I'm not going to spend too much time talking here, so just go ahead once I'm quiet and pick your cards. Hope everyone has a really wonderful day. Thank you so much for everyone who's been liking and subscribing. I love talking to you guys, and I'm so happy that you're here. All right, I'm going to be quiet. Ready? Good luck.
We're laughing.
Hey, air signs. Okay. So we're going to start with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is an absolutely beautiful card. After all the work has been put in and you've done everything you needed to do and you get to that place where you just kind of sit back and go, all right, well, I've done the work, so now I can just kind of sit pretty for a little bit. It's that feeling of like the good is coming, something good is coming. It's just a matter of kind of allowing it to get here in the time it needs to. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be being in this energy of waiting to receive something almost. It's like something is coming. For a lot of you, it's been this is something that you have been working on for a long time. So this isn't something like you just kind of were like, oh, that's nice, I want that, and you want it to show up. That's not what this is. Something that has been pretty slowly, because it's Pentacles, okay, pretty slowly manifesting for some time now. So it could be a pretty significant event that you're waiting for, that will happen. Yeah, this is definitely this is definitely something that has been coming on for a long time. Oh, that's cool. Someone might be finding out that they're pregnant after trying for a long time. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. This is just really a card that has an energy just of waiting. And it's not a bad waiting either. It's not like an impatient waiting or it's like, all right, I'll wait now. Like, it's not, it's nice. You're just going about your stuff. You're doing what you need to do. And it's not even like you're waiting. It's just, you're going to enjoy your time and your life and everything that's going on. Like, she's chill. Like, she's not upset. She's not, you know, bitter, look at a wait now, I put all that work in. Like, no, she's like, she's happy. She knows. She's just chilling with her bird. She's happy. You know? I think it's going to be, some of you probably, I think, know what this is. Okay, and if you don't know what it is, you need to think about what it is you've been daydreaming about. What are you daydreaming about the most? Because that's what she's doing here. She's like daydreaming. So some of you might be in like a daydreamy kind of mood. They had me look down here at the there's like this little snail. It's a snail. It's probably hard to see. But it's been a long time coming. Whatever this is that's coming. It's coming though. And it's going to be, I think, even more amazing than you could have ever planned it to be. So whatever this is, it's going to work out better than you thought it would. So that's good. Move on. Queen of Earth. Queen of Earth is beautiful. Queen of Earth is Queen of Pentacles. And I absolutely love Queen of Pentacles. She's sweet. She likes to go outside. She likes animals. You know, she makes sense. She's very logical about things. You know, she's very balanced. She's emotional, but she's logical. She has a fine balance in there. This might be some of you feeling this way. You know, she's very motherly. She's very intuitive but it's like a mom energy. It's a definite mom energy. So some of you either, you know, embodying this soon, like this upcoming week or so, or you may be, something may be going on with your mother, but there's definitely a maternal feeling here. So either a mom, I see two bunnies. So either a mom with two kids or you have two kids. It could be about finances. It could be about needing something. Maybe you need to buy something. You know, all my moms know what that's like, you know, and dads too, I guess. You know, you buy shoes and then a month later it's like they need shoes again somehow. Like, how'd your feet grow that quickly? She's also very creative. So some of you might be taking up some sort of either a hobby, or you might be going to do something kind of creative. Maybe you're taking some sort of a class, or you're learning something new. Okay. If you are dealing with someone rude or not very nice, you know, you want to be able to kind of embody this Queen of Pentacles energy, because she's very kind. She's very sweet. You know, she's not, you know, one to, like, she's not a Queen of Swords. She's softer than that, you know, so just keep that in the back of your mind on how to react to certain people. You could be being told to have this energy is just because, you know, there may be something coming that you really do need to keep a different attitude about when it gets there. It says make time for those around you. So, down at the bottom here, it says make time for those around you. So, going back to the ones that have kids, if you have kids, this could be saying make time for them. I feel like a real motherly, so there has to be something with a mom here. I heard payout. I'm not sure why. Maybe that'll mean something to somebody. There's going to be a payout. If you've been waiting on something, some sort of a payout, it's coming. It's going to happen. And it's going to be favorable for you. Especially like long term. I feel like some of you are still going to be trying to manifest, though. Like, even though, like, some of you will be in this energy, I feel like some of you are still in that, you know, feel like you got to try. Time, you haven't really let go of it yet. You know what I mean? Like, kind of surrendered to it, it's coming when it's going to. So, some of you either need to work on that or are working on that, or, you know, or beginning to think about that kind of stuff. Maybe you're going to be realizing that you really don't need to put what you've been putting into it to see results. So that might make you feel a little bit better about things. You know, definitely more peaceful, I think would be a good word. More, you know, with the flow kind of a energy. Dreams. All right, so some of you might be having some crazy ass dreams. You might be getting a lot of downloads in your dreams. You might be having contact with certain people. Pay attention. Okay, sometimes, you know, we're so busy during the day that, you know, the only time we can have something put in our heads and actually be able to kind of be like, oh, what's that? Is when we're like totally knocked out, unconscious. So pay attention. Okay, for those of you having like dreams outside, you need to pay attention to the nature. Okay, what types of trees, what type of terrain, what type of area, how hot or cold was it, flowers. I'm not sure why this is important, okay, but that's what you need to try to remember when you're, after you wake up. Make a journal, write in your journal, and keep track of the scenery where you are, okay? Oh, me and my sister and my mom, we all had the same damn dream. It was crazy, but we all had it from different perspectives. It was like the same time, we all had the same dream going on, but different perspective. It was nuts, and we only found out because I had been going through my dream journal with my sister, and we had been talking about dreams, and we were like, oh my god, we had the same. It was nuts. And then my mom came out, she's like, it was just absolutely crazy. So you can find out a lot just by journaling, you know, because sometimes like there were dreams I forgot I even had, you know, and they actually were really important. So I know it's not easy to keep a dream journal sometimes, you know, I've started plenty of them and then like gave up on them. But it really, you should try. Notice how you're feeling too in different environments. They want you to know in certain environments what your energy will be. That's important. Because like you could be somewhere really nice looking, but if the energy is like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like that's not exactly somewhere you want to be for any length of time. Some of you might need to take naps. Okay, some of you might really need to chill. You know, if you have time, if you feel like taking a nap, take a nap. Just take a nap. Okay, if you feel like resting, if you feel like relaxing, do it. Okay, if there's a mess, it ain't gonna go nowhere. You know, just relax. You deserve to relax. You deserve to, you know, have enough self-care to know what your limits are. And if you need to rest, to, you know, keep up with what you're usually doing, then you need to rest. You know, if people around you need things done so quick, they can do them themselves. They can get up and they can do them if it's that important. Otherwise, you can sit your ass down and rest for a little bit. Some of you might have either confusing or scary kind of ominous kind of dreams. Like, I don't know, like kind of dark dreams. I feel like just, you know, like walking around in the woods or something. But like when it's not like real bright light, like it's like nighttime. But like nighttime when there's like a full moon. That's what I got. All right. I hope this was able to help somebody, and I really hope that you have a wonderful day. Divine Destiny 1111. Be my friend on Instagram. If you need a private reading, divinedestinytarot.com. Go check out my page. All right. I hope you have a great day. Bye. Hey, pal number 2. Sorry. That's much better. Good cards. All right. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is actually really good. It's leaving things behind you that you really don't need. You're only taking with you stuff that can fit in the boat. Okay? And the stuff that this is that you're taking with you are thoughts, ideas, belief systems, anything that you intellectually kind of cook up in your brain, you know? And I don't know if you can see it. This side here, or this side, okay, see the water is real wavy and choppy and it's rough. If you look here, the water is like glass, okay? So what it's saying is you're on to calmer waters, basically. You know, once you are able to kind of pack up, leave behind things that really don't serve you, and go forward, okay? That's when things really kind of settle down and get really comfortable and peaceful. I mean, some of you may actually be going on some sort of a trip here within the next week or two. I just feel like a lot of it is letting go of like a lot of ideas, like, but not like giving up on dreams, like ridiculous scenarios in your head, and you know, like kind of overthinking and analyzing stuff too much, and just living too much in your mental space, you know, that always having to analyze and break things down and think about them and look for holes in the story and that kind of a energy. You know, it's there's so much on the mind. And like it might seem like there's like still a lot of swords. Like that's a lot of swords, I think, to have in a boat. You know, just standing up next to you. Like it's a lot of swords. So if that's you leaving swords behind and you still have all those swords, like you're still, you know, you still have things, but it's definitely on to calmer waters for you. So I think you're moving in the right direction. Some of you might really be realizing just how different you are now. Like, so I see like some of you going back, like almost on like social media and like looking and being like, wow, I'm a lot different now. Okay, for anyone who's moving or doing some kind of movement or something, someone's going to help you. Someone's going to show up and help you, as long as you're open to it. So be open for help, and it'll come. So. I heard let down your swords. For some of you, you might really need to leave things in the past. And I know that's easier said than done. But this might be something that you really do need to actively try to work on. Because some things just don't serve you anymore. Some ways of thinking, just, they don't serve you because you're not vibrating there anymore. Okay? So to think things like that, you know, and it's probably why it doesn't feel good, right? You know, and it's not that you can't think things, and you're allowed to think whatever you want. That's totally fine, whatever you do think. But some things, when you let go of them, you're able to move further. You know, it's not like we don't like to think. It's not that. It's we're doing it so we can progress. Some things need to be let go of so we can be lighter and continue on. Oh. 2 of water, which is 2 of cups. 2 Two of Cups is an absolutely beautiful card. It's a card of union. If you're in twin flames, you know, that whole scene. It's definitely a card of union. So a few of you maybe might be coming into union. If not, it's just a building. It's just a continuation of a building of a relationship. You know, maybe you guys are taking it slow. Maybe you're just wanting to get to know each other. Maybe you're having to reestablish a relationship, you know, because something maybe happened before and now you guys are kind of like trying again. But like whatever the issue was, this is a very positive card, so I really feel like it'll be something able to be overcome. Like whatever it was that happened, you're both going to be able to forgive and forget and move on from it. It's not going to be like the nail in the coffin for the relationship, you know? Some of you, this may not have anything to do with the romantic situation. It could be the two equal parts within ourselves, divine masculine, divine feminine, once they're balanced. You know, some of you may really be coming into that balance now. We need to be really thinking about how we feel at any given moment. Take like time, like throughout your day, to do check-ins with yourself, you know, just to like kind of gather your thoughts. How am I feeling? You know, what's on my mind? Those kind of things. So it doesn't build up and build up and build up, and at the end of the day you're like wanting to rip your hair out. Take the time, sort your stuff out, feel what you need to, and it'll get better. Again, I feel like some of you are definitely taking a trip. If this is for a relationship, it definitely feels like you're both very timid now. It's almost like it was like somebody messed up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, when you, like you stick your toe in the water, like that. One of them is like that. Maybe both. I don't know. I think it might be the person trying to come back. It's kind of like that, like kind of trying to like to see how it'll be received. You know what I mean? No. Somebody might have left you, you know, feeling a certain way, and now maybe they want to come back, so they're kind of like, well, that last time, you know, so they might be trying to like feel things out a little bit and see if they're even welcome anymore. They are, no matter what you're trying to tell yourself. I think that they are, you know, because to it, you know, it's very balanced, it's very equal, it's very give and take, it's even, you know what I mean? It's that sympathetic vibration that really resonates. Obviously, you know, if this is some guy coming back and he's not that, you know, you need to use discernment, you know. Okay. I feel like it's there's that like timid, but it's also like neither of you want to do anything to mess it up this time. Alright. Spiritual growth. Excellent card. Excellent, excellent card. And, you know, both of these things and, you know, all of them in any of the scenarios, that's all going to bring spiritual growth. You know, letting go of things, you know, you don't need anymore gives you more time to let other things in, to learn more things, to expand, to grow. Ooh, some of you might be getting feathers. If you find feathers, this is super important, okay? If you find feathers, it's confirmation for you. So whatever it was that you were wondering, okay, that's a confirmation. So if you find a feather, okay, it's confirmation, what you were wondering. So yes. Oh, if you don't, you could try that. If you don't try that, you know, put a question out, okay, and make that the way you want to receive the answer, the confirmation, okay? And then don't worry about not finding it or not seeing it or, you know, it not happening. Because let me tell you, my son and his friends at school, when they find feathers, they send them home with Corey for me. So a feather will get to you. Like, I have children sending me feathers from my son's school. Like, the feather will get to you. However, you know what I mean? Like, it'll happen. Just stay open to it and believe that it will. You know, if you're like, well, I doubt that it's going to show up, then it's not going to. You know, but if you're really open to it and you're really like believing that it'll happen. Dreams. Again, dreams. Pile 1 had dreams, crazy dreams, important dreams. And I feel like you guys too are having a lot of downloads while you sleep, or having maybe a lot of astral traveling to different places. Like, do you know the places, I don't know if, I don't know where they are, it doesn't help, but they're like really pretty, and they have, I guess they're called like retreats, or they're like schools, okay? It would be the best way. You go there and like you learn, you know, and it's at night when you're sleeping, and it's like, it's in these beautiful places. Okay, like that. Like, you go to these places. There's definitely something that you're going and you're learning in these places. You know, this doesn't look like a classroom. You know, it's it's beautiful. You know, depending on where you are, there could be fountains, waterfalls. Like, there's all sorts of beautiful scenery. So just take, and I said this for the pile 1 too, take account of where you are, the feeling you got, what's around you, what type of environment, trees, is there water nearby, you know, stuff like that, just so you can kind of get some data down, and then you can go back and you can look, and whatever you need to figure out, you'll figure out. But I'm you know, being told that that's important to do, is to pay attention to your dreams right now. I feel like someone's angels are really, if you've been having like an exceptionally hard time lately, you need to know that your whole team is really doing as much as they can, and they're really kicking ass, you know, on the other side. You know, it's not easy to see everything that goes on behind the scenes. And sometimes we don't show our gratitude enough, you know, because it's really a thankless job to be, you know, on a spiritual team, I think. And I always try to say thank you as much as I remember to, because if I had to deal with me all the time, and like I don't listen sometimes, you know what I mean? So it's not easy. I mean, think about that. If you had to deal with you, but you could never tell you, like, just tell you, come up and tell you anything. You had to, like, find these backdoor ways of getting information in and then pray that, you know, you understand it and can filter it. Like, it's not an easy job. They're doing everything they can, though. They know what the situation is and how you feel. Okay, they know what it's doing to you. And that's why they're kind of, it's almost like they're petitioning. It's like they're going and petitioning for a different life, a change of scenes. Maybe that's why the dream stuff is so much about scenery. You need a change of scenes. Maybe they're cooking one up for you. Okay, so just talk to your guides, talk to your angels and spirit team, because they're really kicking ass for you. Okay, so thank them. All right, I'm over my time, but I hope everyone has a really great day. I hope that was able to help somebody. I know it's kind of all over the place, but hopefully it'll help somebody. All right, Divine Destiny 1111, be my friend on Instagram. If you are looking for a private reading, you can go to divinedestinytarot.com. I hope everyone has a really great day. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. All right. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's any dream stuff. There's dream stuff for 1 and 2, both piles. Oh, my nose. Ugh. Sorry. Okay. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is such a pretty card. It's being given emotions, romance, feelings. You know, this is being brought to you. Okay? Okay, I was told to look at the wing shoes here, and for those of you who are feeling, what is this feeling? It's like almost in your feels about things possibly not happening or not happening how you want them to. It could be you're worried there's some sort of location, like, I don't know, there's some sort of like either where you are or where someone is, like you're worried that the message won't get there, like it won't be able to travel there. But you know, I'm being shown the wing shoes, so it doesn't matter where you are, where they are, the message will get there. Okay. You might want to go back and watch pile number 2, because it's almost, again, this guy is coming in. He's like got the cup, but do you see him? He's kind of like, do I hand the cup over? Like, he doesn't look super either, like, confident, or he's just, like, scared shitless. And it's almost, see how tight of a, he's really pulling back. Like, he's almost like, if you were to be like, he can go up. Do you want this cup? No. Okay, okay. And then he, like, quickly turns the horse around. Like, okay, I'm gone. That's fine. What do you think they're going to do? I think there's been a lot of, I don't know, maybe if this is like a twin flame thing, I can go back and watch number 2. It's going to be, it's well received. I have this, like, feeling that there's, like, consecutive, there's a lot of messages going back and forth. There's a lot of, like, telepathy, but it's almost like you were there wondering if the messages are getting there. They are. They definitely are. But when you go, if you're doing this, or if someone's doing it to you, just make sure that the cup is full. Okay? We should be accepting when we have a full cup ourselves. We should be only giving away, to share a full cup. Like, we need to make sure we're pretty whole within ourselves before we're, you know what I mean? So even if you get an offer and you're not really in a place for it, just go slow then. Explain, I'm kind of in this position. I would like to keep things very lighthearted. Just be very, very honest. Okay, whoever is on the end where they're, like, terrified to give the cup, just be super honest. Because if you're not honest, they're gonna know. Immediately, they're gonna know you're lying. Okay? And you're done before you even started at that point then. Okay? So be honest. Only, offer what you can give. If, don't be going and offering the sun and the moon. Okay? They are going to want to know what you can give them. How will their life be any better with you in it? Because I feel like if this was a scenario where, like, you guys had kind of split, you know what I mean? Like, it took a while for that other person, and they slowly, kind of built themselves back up. So I think that there might be some kind of, they might be kind of, trying to keep you, at arm's length, just because I think they're worried about what the last time happened, so they're not wanting to put a lot in, because they've really put a lot of work into themselves. And that's not easy. I saw a quote the other day, and I thought it was perfect. So you don't learn to unlove the person. You learn to love yourself more. And I always thought that was perfect, you know, because it's true. You don't, just because if you really love someone, like, a fallout isn't going to, like, do it. Like, oh, don't love them anymore. You know what I mean? So the only thing you can do is just learn to love yourself more. But I think that's kind of what happened. And now the person's coming back with this, like, terrified cup. Oh, I went way over with that. Oh, Knight of Air. I got Knight of Air in my, every morning I get up and I say, like, my thank yous and stuff, and then I'll do, like, my own personal, what I need to meditate on and how can I grow, that kind of a spreads and stuff I'll do in the morning, just so I know where I'm at. And I got Knight of Air, Knight of Swords, too. Is it Page of Swords? It's Page of Swords. Anyway. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the entire tarot. It's like things that happen at lightning speed. Like you're blindsided by these things. That you didn't even see them coming whatsoever. They just kind of like, bam. I saw that arrow again. Like I had seen, it was in one of the other elements that I did. And it was being shown an arrow. And that's like how it's going to hit you. Oh, Cupid's arrow. Cute. Okay. When this comes in, I have a feeling for some of you, it still might be this situation creeping up. Take your time to respond. You don't need to immediately respond. Okay? You can just chill. There's really no reason. You know, you don't want to make a hasty decision. You don't want to, you know, what would be the good way to say? You don't want to become too invested in something that you're not even sure of yet. So, you know, take things, and this might be, you know, vice versa again, like it's interchangeable, whatever end you happen to be on. But this would be for someone on the receiving end, I would imagine, just to be very careful. You know, review your options, look at scenarios, run some timelines in your mind, you know, figure out what's going on, you know, what everyone's intentions are. Why all of a sudden they're back? Is it a retrograde? What's going on? You know, because if it's a retrograde, do not talk to me. Okay. This might be how they're trying to come in too. It might be like they're hoping that they can just do this very quickly, almost like ripping a Band-Aid off. Wow. Wow. Just get it done. Just do it, right? There will be some sort of a creative solution for this. You know, it'll happen exactly how it should. Knight of Swords is he's very smart. He's very intellectual. He might not be the king yet, but he's certainly working his way up. Okay, all he has left at this point is just to be a queen, get through the queen energy, and then he's a king. Okay, so you know they're very intellectually strong. They're very smart. They're very. I think they would psychologically. Oh, look, it's two guys on a white horse. Look at that. Maybe your prince is coming. But it's, you know, if there was a guy that could psychologically figure out some sort of a plan It's this guy. Okay? So he might be scared, but I guarantee you he's thought of every scenario, every situation. Doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. There's a plan X. There's a plan Y. Like there's... So save yourself, you know, just really think. Take time to think. If you're on the receiving end of this, if you're on this end where you're doing this, be patient. You know, you need to give them space, especially if you were the one that kind of fucked things up. I mean, I'm not saying that the other person didn't, but friendship. Okay, maybe some of you will decide that that's all it is. Maybe it's better that it's that way. Oh no, okay. So they showed, they want me to look at they have doves here kissing each other. So it's still romantic on the table for this card. It might just be that you guys are actually rekindling a friendship, which could then lead to a romance. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, that's what it is. So I think what's going to happen here is you guys might start like just talking a little bit, and it's 6/11, so that's a confirmation. For me, that's one of my confirmations. If I see a 11 as soon as I'm like saying something, that's confirmation. So what's going to happen here is it's going to be someone's going to come in with an opening, you know, whatever, and then it's kind of going to go back and forth, okay? And you're going to rebuild a bit of a friendship. Okay, so this isn't going to be, I don't think, them coming in with like, you know, let's run away and get married. Like this is, they're going to come in and slowly start talking, and you're going to rebuild that friendship. And I think it's more so rebuilding a trust. And I think this goes back to show how smart this person is. They've really thought about every scenario. So if that's you, kudos for that, because that's smart. That's very smart to do it that way, you know, because there needs to be trust, especially if it was kind of ruined before. Some of you might be, you know, just catching up with old friends. Some of you might be hanging out, maybe having a girls' night coming up here soon. Listen to some music. Even if it's not going out to a party, it could just be like hanging at a girlfriend's house, hanging at somebody's house. You know what I mean? Listening to music. Like this angel kind of looks like she's on the phone. So, you know, just hanging out. I didn't think angels had cell phones, but what time am I? 16? Take things slow. Take things slow. Let things progress naturally. It's obviously it's well matched. You know, and it's something that they both want. I think there's just, you know, it's got one of those who's willing to give, you know? Like somebody has to be willing to give. All right. I hope that was able to help somebody. You might want to go back and watch ouch, pile number 2. That might help a little bit. They had a lot of that twin flamey kind of energy going on too. So go back and look at that if you feel like it. If not, whatever. Divine Destiny 1111 Instagram, be my friend. If you want a reading, divinedestinytarot.com. Go look at all that stuff. I think that's it. I hope everyone has a really great day, and I really hope that something in there was of use to you. Okay? All right.